Okay, if you ever meet Scott Ginsberg, you won't have to worry about forgetting his name.
Because he wears his name on a tag
all day, every day, for the rest of my life. Sometimes, too. Yeah, that's how I roll. Question number 3. Do people usually hear from you or about you? Enormous difference. Let's talk about from. June 7th, 2007, I was in San Diego getting ready to deliver a presentation to a pharmaceutical conference. Now, any of you that have ever been involved or know somebody in that industry, you well know that pharmaceutical companies have a lot of drugs, yes, and what else? A lot of what? Money, yeah, free pens too, but a lot of money. So it did not surprise me that at 4 in the morning when I opened my hotel room door, I was presented with this. There's my foot for scale. Perfectly meticulous. They had all the sponsors and all the advertisements from there in front of the door. Now, if you're a customer, if you're a stranger and never been in the city before and it's 4 in the morning and you wake up and open the door and see this, you are immediately going to feel overwhelmed, annoyed. Oh, my eyes! But look how perfect it was set up. So I didn't want to mess it up, and I sort of... And on the 15th floor of the San Diego Hyatt, what do you think was in front of every other door? Same exact thing. I measured. Same distance. And so I'm sitting there thinking about, oh, wow, it's a big, steaming pile of from. And so I share that example with you because I'm curious. If people keep hearing from you, from, are they frustrated? Is it an interruption? See, that's the challenge with sales and marketing efforts revolving around people hearing from you. Number 1, there's little or no value. Number 2, lack of credibility. And then ultimately, number 3, people feel like they're being sold to. On the other hand, let's talk about. This is the exact opposite. So in this instance, when people start hearing about you, it's through a different medium. See, now value has been delivered, credibility has been established, and now you're not selling, you're now enabling people to what? To buy. See, there are some people, some ideas, and there are some companies that, well, you only seem to hear about. How much direct mail do you think they do? From, about. Which one do you want? And finally, question number 4. Do people see you as a smoking hot piece of brain candy? I can tell some of you may not be familiar with this term, so I'll share a little bit about where it comes from. Einstein once said that a wise man is astonished by everything. And this, of course, coming from one of the great examples of a brain in the history of mankind. And so what's cool about this example is when you think of brain candy, usually something else comes to mind. Because you're probably familiar with a different term, the opposite, a different type of candy. Not brain candy, but... And I looked it up. I went to the Google. And if you type in eye candy, it's in the dictionary, and it's defined as physical attractiveness and a high visual appeal with little or no substance. So essentially, you look great, but not a lot going on up here. A couple of tacos short of a combination plate. You know what I'm saying? On the other hand, brain candy is psychological attractiveness, and it's through high mental appeal and significant substance. Yeah, that's what your your fans want. This is the type of people that become approachable. This is who people want to deal with because they're brain candy. So we're going to wrap up this little section about questions. I'm going to find out how perceptive you are in discerning the difference between eye candy and brain candy. Because brain candy, it's more enduring. It's more equitable, more memorable, more marketable, and more approachable. So we're going to play a very quick little quiz game exercise. And all you need to do is just yell out the answer. I'm going to show some pictures of some well-known people. And I want you to just say eye candy or brain candy. Is that cool with everybody? All right. Aha! That was a trick question. Jackie's both. See, there's some people that you meet, they are a smoking hot piece of brain candy, but they come in an eye candy wrapper. Okay, now we got two more, and I saved the hardest ones for last. So I want you to just think carefully before you answer. Is this person eye candy or brain candy? I'm waiting. Okay, maybe you don't have to answer. I heard both. Maybe we don't need to come up with a final answer. Let's just go to the last one, okay? Eye candy or brain candy? Let me just say this. Any CTO that can spontaneously invent a team-building exercise called tattoo or no tattoo, that is one smoking hot piece of brain candy.